So I had a thought just now. I don't know if any of you have ever used Home Advisor, but it's a fucking joke. Um, so for those of you who don't know, Home Advisor, this is how it happened for us, and I think it happened for a lot of other people. This was right after my husband got laid off in the beginning of March of last year, and he's done maintenance for many years. He knows how to do lots of different things, and so I was online, I was putting in resumes, and this one thing came up, and it was Home Advisor, and it sounded great. Like, make your own hours. We'll send jobs your way, this, that, and the other, right? Okay, so we get on the phone, we do the application or the over the phone interview, and the guy who we're talking to makes it sound like he's our guy. He's the one taking care of our account. Like, we can call him if we have problems, and they do a background check, and once the background check passes, then we move further, and this and that. And so my husband's background check went through, and then that night he was supposed to, after the background check went through, he was supposed to call us and then walk us through the website on how to set up, like, this is our information, this is what we do, these are the services we offer, this and that. And so later that afternoon, that's when that happened. So the background check went through, and then he was asking my husband all the different types of things that he does. And so he's like, let's keep it simple. We don't want to open up lots of different things. We just want to kind of stick with a couple to start you out. Okay, so for whatever reason, he has us, he's like, he goes, pressure washing. I have all kinds of jobs for you guys, and for him, for my husband, and pressure washing within like a couple minutes of your house, probably 30-40 jobs. So we're like, cool. And then that night he was supposed to call us, get us hooked up with the app and how to use it and this and that. So that night, I don't hear anything from him. And then we get an email saying which app to download and our login and this and that. Don't hear from the kid who we talked to, right? And this is after we paid, I want to say it was like $213. And this is after my husband got laid off. So we paid $213 to Home Advisor. And how it works is they send you leads, right? You pay for the lead whether you get the job or not. So it's because they have your credit card number, because you have to keep a credit card on file, because first of all, they took $213, but it has to be on file so they can pay you. So they send a lead. Let's say the lead is for pressure. We never, still to this day, never got a fucking lead for pressure washing. I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. So let's say the first job is a lawn mowing job. And you put in your zip code and you say, this is how far I want to travel. We got fucking jobs that were out of our zip code that we still had to pay for. And if you, well, let me back up. So they send us a job. Let's say it's lawn mowing. Okay, you call the person. Let's say they don't answer. So you email the person and you text the person. They don't answer. But you've paid, let's say, $18 for that job or that lead. They never answer the phone. Or let's say they changed their mind between the time that they signed up on Home Advisor and the time you call them. They've changed their mind. You still pay $18 for that lead, no matter what. So then let's say the next job is out of your zip code. So you want a credit, because there is you can dispute that stuff. Well, it's actually not a credit. They don't give you your money back. They give you another lead. And we have found out that sometimes that lead that they give you, sometimes the same lead that you've gotten before on someone who's never answered. I hope that makes sense, because it's a fucking joke. That's all I got to say about that. Home Advisor is a fucking joke. It's a multi-million-dollar racket. And they, we called them. We tried to get our debit card taken off. I know what it was. We called when we weren't getting any jobs for pressure washing and this and that. Within the first 3 or 4 days, we called because we were getting charged for this stuff and hadn't even went out on a job yet. And I swear to God that the guy that we talked to told us that the first guy we talked to, who helped us sign up, and he was supposed to do the app and this and that with us, is just a rep in the call center. He doesn't take care of our account. We will never talk to this guy again. So the fact that person, when we called, told us that, I lost all hope, because the first guy who we contacted, I mean, it made it sound like he was the one. We could call him day and night, this, that, and the other. And again, my husband was laid off, so actually at that time I don't even think his unemployment had come through, so we were living just on my wages, and we were getting racked $100 or more a day, and they were just taking it out. So then what we did is we called again. We said we want to put a different card number, because you have to keep a card number there to keep it open. Even though you paid the $213 for a year, you still have to keep a card on there. So we switched it and we put like a Cash App card on there. So we quit taking the money out of our account. My husband was ending up in like overdraft and shit. You know what they did? They sent us to collections. Even though we called specifically and said we did not want it. No, let me back up. We put the Cash App or Venmo card or whatever, Cash App card on there. And then we were getting a couple jobs. That's what it was. We hadn't canceled yet. We were getting a couple jobs, and but a lot of them, let's say 1 or 2 out of 5 would answer the phone, answer a text, and they weren't only just being sent to us. It was the first person to answer that. So it wasn't like that was our lead. That lead was sent out to maybe 25 other guys. And when you asked for a credit, like I said, when it wasn't in your zip code or whatever, they only give you so many credits. And then after a while, they just don't give them to you. They don't give a shit. It's like, this isn't even in my zip code. Well, you've already racked up however many ones that you don't like, or I can't think of the word. But anyway, and then I noticed some of them were fucking repeats. Like I would get the same number, different name. So they were obviously recycling leads. And then some of them were from Angie's List, because it would say who it was from. So that bitch has teamed up with them too. I don't know. I'd like to get a class action suit on them motherfuckers, because we're not wealthy, and I'm sure they take advantage of other people. And the point of this video is, today I got a text from a company called Tool Belt, and I don't know if anybody knows them. They're located in the Northwest. And I'm like, let's see what they're up to. In a roundabout way, it sounds to me like it's Home Advisor. You pay $100, $99 a month, and you're guaranteed all these leads, and you don't have to pay for the leads, but you have to pay them $100 a month. And or you can go for free and get 2 leads a month. I'm sure there's some stipulations. Because they text me. I don't know where the fuck they got my number, but I texted them back and I said, you can take your bullshit somewhere else. I've been raked over the coals by Home Advisor, this and that. Don't lose my number or something. And he messaged me back, and he feels that he can change my mind. Well, after you get taken for something like that and being turned in collections, and we were turned into collections through Home Advisor, and this is after several attempts on trying to close our account, and our account is still not closed. It's in suspension. The other thing you can do on Home Advisor, which we tried to do for as long as we could, was put our account on pause. But what happens is let's say I think it's for 48 hours or 72 hours. If you do not unpause and repause, let's say you forget or you slip up by an hour or whatever, they'll start sending you leads, boom, 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 and you have to pay for them, because we were like done with them at that point. Then we found out there was a 2-week pause you can do, and then we got a letter saying that they were able to get a lead or 2 in there when we didn't pause or unpause, and it didn't even go anywhere. We did answer it. Didn't even go anywhere, and we got sent to collections for like $98. And we tried to explain it to collections, and I know they're just doing their job, but it was more than frustrating. So if you've had problems with Home Advisor or decided to sign up, make sure you have some deep pockets, because they are a fucking scam. They have a great scam. I guess they were under a different name at one time. I don't remember what it was. I heard about that. And big companies, they pay bigger, the bigger the job, the bigger, the more you pay for that lead. So let's say someone needs new siding put on. Let's say, I don't know, I'm just saying off the top of my head, let's say it's a $1,000 job. The person who's going to go out and do the job is going to pay for the gas to get there, Maybe it could be 1 or 2 estimates or this or that back and forth, but it doesn't matter. Home Advisor will take their money and they may get $300 out of that, depending on how big the job is. And they decide what that is. You don't decide. You decide what you're going to charge. They already think that, okay, lawn mowing for this however many square feet is $50. So they're going to charge you $8. It doesn't matter if you go out there and you end up charging the customer $25. They're going to get their $8. That part doesn't matter. You negotiate with them, with the potential client. We ended up with 2 clients that my husband actually just went back and started cutting their lawn out of all, I don't know, months and months and months of being on Home Advisor. 2 fucking clients. It's a joke. That's all I got to say. Again, I don't know if anyone else has tried it, or if you go to try it, have deep pockets and be willing to spend some money and not get frustrated, and hopefully you get some clients out of it. But I would not, my experience and what I've seen on YouTube about people talking about Angie's List, and I thought Angie's List was cool at one time. I thought that she was free and this and that. I guess everybody's in it for the money. Anyhow, I thought I'd share it because it was on the tip of my tongue, because that guy from Tool Belt just messaged me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.